There are several great Chromebooks or Chrome apps out there that you could be using with your students. I just want to make sure that you know how to access them and how to help your students access them. There are several ways to get to the Chrome Web Store. One way is to select down here in the bottom left-hand corner, select the little launch icon, or it looks like a little magnifying glass. Once that's opened up, there's two different icons I want to point out to you here. On the right-hand side, you'll see an icon entitled All Apps. If I open that up, this is going to show you all of the apps that are currently tied to this user's account. So, and right now I'm logged in as a second grade student. When you, as the teacher, go in on your MacBook, if you go in on your Chrome account and you look at your apps, it's going to look different than what your students will see. I just wanted to make sure and point that out. You're not restricted from getting apps as an adult, but your students will be. So, like for example, when you look at your apps, you might have several pages worth. This is something that can turn. But right now, your students will probably just have one page worth of apps. And later in the year, as they add more apps, they could have multiple pages as well. So these, again, these are all the apps that are tied to this account, okay? Apps that we can use. Let's say that there is an app that we want to use with our students and it's not here. Let me show you how to get there. You're just going to go to the web store, which I can see as an icon right here. Or to remind you, I go down to the bottom left-hand corner, hit my launcher, and select web store. Here you'll see apps that are recommended for you to use. You don't have to use them, but you're welcome to get them if you'd like. Over here on the left-hand side, I could type in what I'm looking for. Remember that if there's an app that you want to use with your students, you're going to need to submit a help ticket on it, and we will put it in their recommended and allowed list so they can get it. Okay, remember, you're not restricted, but your students are. So for example, this app right here called PicMonkey is currently not added to my account, but I would like for it to be added to my students' account. So I can search for it like that, or I could, over on the left-hand side, I could just type in PicMonkey. Okay, so I'm going to add it by touching on the app and then select Add to Chrome and add the app, and that's all there is to it. Now, PicMonkey is added within my collection of apps. So let's say I wanted to use, I needed to get some pictures to use first, or I needed to get some recording to use first before I opened up this app, PicMonkey. So think of your camera now as an app if you're using a Chromebook. If I want to open up the camera, I just touch on it. My camera should open up automatically. And I have some filters I've been playing with here. There's a lovely one, Big Jaw. That's a nice one. So if I select that filter and smile and hit the red button. Nice. That's my Angelina Jolie look. Over on the right-hand side, that's my picture tray or my gallery. I'm going to touch on that. And here's my collection of my lovely Angelina Jolie photos. So all of your collections will be held here. Over on the bottom right-hand side, it might be worth showing your kids how to trash pictures. This down or save to disk, it looks like a download button. I'm going to select that. From here, I could put this picture here on my Chromebook, or what would be even better would be to just pop it into my drive. I select drive, and down here at the bottom, I could create a new folder if this was for a specific project. I can give it a name, rename it something that will make sense to me later, and then just hit save. And that's all there is to it. It's already tied to my Google Drive account because I had to be logged in to get this far. So that's a great feature to use. So that's how I used the camera app. Let me show you the video recorder app because I think this is a great app as well. Now, the first time you open this app, you might be prompted to tell your computer to allow to use your camera, and you might show your students how to hit remember so they don't have to be slowed down by that in the future. So let's say I had a project and I wanted to interview someone. I wanted to interview my soda cup. I could do that. If I had a project that I had worked on that I needed to describe to my teacher how I did this project or to my classmates, I could just hit that red button and record all my fantastic verbiage that I've practiced. and hit save, and this will go directly to my Google Drive to be shared with other people or to be put into other projects to use. So anyhow, there's a lot of great apps out there. I hope that this will help you get started using them, and I look forward to seeing what all you do with your apps that you find. Thanks.